We just got a sneak peek at the new gameplay from the upcoming multi-game mode Battle Royale. And on top of that, we got a preview at how other IP will integrate into this world. And up until this point, I never really considered the implications to their full extent. Many in the community have seen the success of Off the Grid recently, and Open is innovating on the Battle Royale genre all over again and could seriously turn some heads when it launches. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you this first ever gameplay footage and how I expect this to play out for the Battle Royale long term.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Now, this is only a short clip from the gameplay footage, but we can learn so many different elements from it, and I will break them all down for you. Right out of the gate, we can see the Illuvium Ranger and Parzival jump out of what appears to be an oasis portal. For anyone unfamiliar, the Ranger is the main protagonist from the Illuvium metaverse, and Parzival is from Ready Player One. As for the portal, it is reminiscent of the Oasis portals in the Ready Player One movie, which isn't a shock since the first open biome is already stated to be based on the Ready Player One universe. And so, it's natural that it will match that aesthetic. However, I expect the portal to also be used in the future biomes from different IP as well. From what we can see so far, the UI is quite simple at this point, and we can see that the user has a rifle with 30 out of 5,000 bullets, obviously mostly placeholders there, room for 2 more weapons, and the X key will trigger what I can only assume is a jetpack function, likely to add some aerial movement to this game. But I have another theory. Since the player is controlling the Illuvium Ranger, which has a jetpack in Illuvium, this ability could be unique to that character, and Parzival might have a different ability altogether. Something like the dancing grenade that we can see in both the movie and written into the books. Or an ability that's even more interesting than that. As we progress, we can see a timer in the top left and some other progression elements, likely the team needs to achieve a very specific outcome before the time is up. In Fall Guys fashion, maybe the first team to complete their objectives goes through and you're competing against the clock and other players at the same time, which is really different for a shooter battle royale of any kind. Both players also appear to have the same assault rifle weapon at their disposal, obviously probably some sort of placeholder, and although this is obviously an unfinished product, the whole environment is actually quite interesting. I was afraid it would feel a little bit too similar to something like Apex Legends, but it really is starting to build out its own aesthetic, and I'm excited to see more gameplay to come out from Open in the coming months. As the team gets in range of an enemy, you can see the HUD change to show the rifle's current ammunition inside it. This is something Deadlock currently has, and it's one of my favorite UI treatments in the modern gaming era. It's so funny to watching the Ranger get hit, one shot, and then ragdoll off to the side, and we can see a kill history in the bottom left where he was defeated by a character called Manny. Now, if anyone knows what that could be a reference to, please leave a comment down below. I'm completely stumped here.
He's stumped.
God, I know this footage was short, I just wish we got to see more, especially regarding the game modes, some alternate battle royale scenarios, and how the overall gameplay would be set up, like something like a racing or aerial combat or fighter jets or something, I don't know. But really what I want to focus on is the cross IP collaboration. Illuvium and Open clearly partnered up for this showcase, but what's worth mentioning is both games are actually built in Unreal Engine, like many games powered by Web3 technology. This means that integrating different assets and products into a game like this, I like to say, has never been easier, and it may even pave the way for community created characters, and I know that they're working in some sort of AI system there as well. And if I am right and they all get their own unique ability, and maybe even some unique weapons, it could make this battle royale truly something special and something very different from all of the other competition. Maybe you add a specific character to your arsenal that only has a benefit in the racing component of the battle royale, or you need the Illuvium Ranger because a specific competition needs a lot of agility and someone to fly up high for whatever advantage that might be. On top of this, Open also revealed in a follow-up message that players can expect to see 5 core game modes, each with their own focus, theme, and win criteria: PvE, PvP, Solo challenges and clan versus clan gameplay were name dropped in this post, which is something that has never been done in a battle royale before, at scale. Even though we saw a preview of shooting, or rather getting shot, in their battle royale, some of the most interesting components are yet to come, and I'm very excited to see what the future has in store. You guys know I love battle royale, so if you like them as well, and Web3 gaming, please like and subscribe because there is plenty more coming.